Welcome to the 2016 Greater Charitable Foundation Funding Round podcast. My name is Anne Long and I'm the CEO of the foundation. We've produced this podcast to tell you more about our foundation and help to clarify the steps involved in applying for a grant with us. Thank you to those of you who contributed specific funding questions. I have Kelly Gannon with me today and she'll be addressing some of these questions throughout the podcast. So first off, let's talk a little bit about who we are and what we do. The foundation was established in 2011 from the profits of the Greater Building Society. Since establishment, the foundation has funded practical initiatives which directly support families and communities. We do this by partnering with charities which provide significant opportunities designed to improve life outcomes. Since 2011, it's been a great pleasure for me to oversee the distribution of $5 million to 14 different Australian-based charities on behalf of the foundation. Staff engagement is also a key platform of our activities, with greater staff members volunteering their time with our charity partners to assist in the delivery of the funded programs. In 2015, more than 280 staff volunteered close to 1,000 hours to our foundation partners. Who can apply and what are we looking for? Our foundation partners with organisations which can demonstrate the capacity to deliver programs to improve life outcomes. We have two key focal areas for funding. So first off, families. For example, projects which focus on providing support to vulnerable, marginalised and disadvantaged families, and communities. For example, projects that facilitate social enterprise, social entrepreneurship, training, employment and capacity building. It's a good idea to read about our current partners and some of our previously funded projects on our website and social channels to get an insight into the types of programs and activities we fund. To be eligible to apply, your organisation must be an endorsed deductible gift recipient or DGR through the Australian Taxation Office.
So Anne, we've been asked several questions regarding DGR. One question was whether an organisation without DGR is able to partner with an organisation which does have DGR to apply for a grant.
In short, the answer is yes. You can partner with another organisation with DGR and they can auspice the program on your behalf. It's probably best just to give me a call though to discuss this in further detail. In terms of what we're looking for in a partnership, there are 6 key criteria that your project will need to meet. Your program will need to align with the foundation's vision, mission and charter. Your organisation needs to demonstrate the capacity and capability to manage the service delivery and other elements of the program, including financial management. We encourage you to explain ways in which greater staff can add value to either the program or your organisation as a whole. The program must be practical and capable of making a significant difference to the chosen issue. And it needs to demonstrate the capacity to deliver positive, long-term change for participants. You also need to be able to demonstrate you have measures in place to evaluate the program's effectiveness and report on its impact.
So Anne, does the foundation fund pilot programs or do you prefer to support programs that are well established?
The foundation has actually funded both, so we've funded pilot programs in the past and very well established programs, so we're really open to either option. So what geographic areas do we cover? We look to fund in areas throughout New South Wales and southeast Queensland where the Greater has branches. This includes the Hunter, Mid-North Coast, the Illawarra Central Coast, New England and the Northern Rivers. So several people have asked us what constitutes southeast Queensland, and for us, essentially it's the Gold Coast.
And a question we've been asked is whether we prefer to fund programs that are offered in a localised region or programs that are offered in multiple sites.
Well, we don't have a particular preference. Of course, it's all going to depend on the nature of the project and who the target audience is and how it's anticipated it will be delivered. We've funded both types of program structures before, just based in one region or offered in multiple sites, so we're happy to consider either option. So let's talk now about what we're not looking for. There are a number of activities that our foundation doesn't fund. A full list of exclusions can be found on our website, but a few of the main ones include requests for sponsorship, the purchase of land or buildings, general fundraising appeals, grants to individuals, and scholarships or endowment funds.
Another great question you asked us was what we see as common mistakes that applicants make, and on the other end, what are some of the things that really make applications stand out from the rest?
A common mistake we see is applicants applying for a program which is outside our geographic focus or doesn't fit with our key areas of communities and families. We also see organisations applying who don't have DGR, and as mentioned before, unfortunately, we have to remove them from the process because they're ineligible. Applications that stand out are the ones in which organisations can demonstrate they've done their research, they can clearly articulate the impact of their program, and they're able to show that they're aligned with our mission and values. Passion for your project and your organisation is also incredibly important. We encourage you to call us, have a discussion about your application before submitting, because we're here to help. So how much money can you apply for? Our grants are based on a minimum funding allocation of $50,000 for a 1-year project to a maximum of $350,000 for a 2 to 3 year program, with final allocation to be dependent on the nature and extent of the project. Remember to be as specific as possible when outlining your budget in the application.
So what if someone wants to apply for a grant for $40,000, which, as you've just outlined, is actually below your minimum funding allocation?
We're happy to consider applications that don't quite reach the minimum allocation benchmark. Obviously, we need to set parameters, especially at the upper end, but there's a degree of flexibility in the minimum range. Now we'll just take a few minutes to walk through the application process. First off, make sure you've read through the eligibility and assessment criteria on our website to ensure your organisation and program are a good fit. Once you've done this, you're welcome to give the Foundation office a call to discuss your proposal with either myself or Kelly. Our contact details can be found on the website. When you're ready to apply, take a look at the Partner Commitments document on our website. This document outlines some of the standard conditions that apply to all grants made by the Foundation. You then need to complete the online registration form located on the website. Please note this form won't become available until Monday the 29th of February, when the funding round officially opens. The form will ask you a series of general questions regarding your contact and program details. Once you save these details, you'll then be asked to email us through a 3-page expression of interest or EOI form. This form must address the following 4 key elements. Firstly, program outline, describing the proposed program, including how it aligns with the Foundation's vision and mission, what needs it will address, and the details of the beneficiaries. Secondly, the program outcomes, measurement and evaluation, outlining how the program participants' lives will be improved and how you intend to measure, evaluate and report on the outcomes. Thirdly, we're looking for elements of greater staff engagement. So if you can explain the ways in which staff can add meaningful value to either the program or your organisation as a whole. And lastly, the program budget, which includes the total program cost and the amount you're requesting. You'll also need to attach the supporting documentation to your email, which includes a consent and declaration form, which is available on the website, and a copy of your organisation's DGR. We'll be in contact with you confirming we've received your application within 7 days. Please note, you must complete the online registration form before submitting your EOI and supporting documentation. You can't save and submit this form later. It needs to all be completed together on or after the 29th of February when the funding round officially opens. So let's now talk about the next steps if your proposal is shortlisted. Once all the EOIs have been assessed, a shortlist will be established. Shortlisted applicants will be notified by late May. If you are shortlisted, you'll be asked to submit a more detailed application and may also be invited to present to the Foundation Board. All applicants will then be notified of the final outcome soon after.
And when does the Foundation release the funds after making their final decision?
Contracts are signed and we make our first payments to the successful partners in late July, early August. All partners need to begin their projects within 6 months of signing the contract. We're passionate about the continued growth and improvement of the not-for-profit sector, so we're happy to provide feedback to unsuccessful applicants where we can. Once you've been notified of the outcome of your proposal, just get in touch with us so we can have a chat. The 2016 funding round opens on Monday the 29th of February, and applications will be accepted up until 5 p.m. on Friday the 18th of March. For more information about the Greater Charitable Foundation and our upcoming funding round, please visit our website www.greaterfoundation.org.au or connect with us on social media. Thanks for listening, and we look forward to hearing from you soon.